Turn this on. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Daniel Barry. This is a pre-live to the live. Okay. I think I'm supposed to be going live right now, this moment. I'm trying. You guys, I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. As y'all know, my laptop is broke. I really should come on here and show y'all the laptop, but it's broke. So I'm borrowing my son's laptop. He was nice enough to let me borrow, but y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't even get the thing to turn on. He has the nice, fancy, expensive one. He has a touch screen. But I'm going to go find a power cord and try and make some stuff happen. Hey, good morning, we unlock. I dressed up today. I said, let me pull it together. Let me pull it together, honey. I dressed up. Not dress up, but I pulled my face together. I do not look like this in the morning time, y'all, unless I'm going somewhere. And I do have, my son has to go to school today, but I have several appointments today. So I said, let me just pull it together, honey. I got kind of like the roundaway girl, I need a girl with bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. I got that going on, honey. And I got the tights or whatever. Let me see. So this live is not going the way I expected it to go. Y'all gonna see the true deal here today. I got dirty dishes in the sink from all that cooking and stuff that we did last live stream. I know I said I was going to come on the next day, but y'all, I work, honey, and I work hard. And I do a lot of things outside of my job also. So, okay. Hey, we unlocked. Good to see you, sweetie. Who? I can't see y'all. Leonardo DeHuda, good morning. Good morning, y'all. So yeah, I'm about to go live. So make sure y'all check out the live stream. We're going to finish the dumplings up, okay? In the meantime, y'all are going to see my dirty ass kitchen. I'm sorry. I'm a working woman, okay? But everything is done. Everything is done. So all we have to do, welcome. I don't know who that person is. I can barely see, but is it Carl? Welcome, Carl. Make sure you double tap for your girl, honey. Yes. Become a part of Mahoghany Rootz family. Okay. But yes, I was able to finish the dumplings and stuff. We're going to fry, some people call them pot stickers, same thing. We're going to fry some of them, and some of them we're going to do a soup. And I'm going to show you how to do a soup broth. Oh, Lord. Now, this stuff has been in here a couple days, so they're looking kind of rough. But don't worry, like I said, once you throw them in the pot, once you add the broth, once you welcome in everybody, double tap that screen for your girl, honey. Yes. Once you do all of that, it'll come together. Okay. But these have been sitting in the refrigerator a couple days, and I've been so tempted. To cook these bad boys. You guys don't even know. Very tempted. But something that's a little weird, something I find about certain types of food, they actually taste better the longer they're able to sit and marinate, honey. They actually taste better. But see, my dumplings they've actually lost their shape, but it's so tender. So last live stream, and you guys are going to hear me repeating the same things over and over because everybody doesn't always catch my live streams, so just forgive me. But last live streams, we made this. I showed you guys the dough, and I showed you guys the filling. I typically do vegetable because my son was a vegetarian. Well, we've done it all over here. He was a vegan, then he was a vegetarian, then he started eating meat again because we were concerned about nutritional deficiencies. And it turns out that he has certain nutritional deficiencies from his diet, and I have certain nutritional deficiencies just from being an older woman. So we eat meat, but we don't eat everything. Okay. His dad is a Hebrew Israelite. I practice the same thing. And so we do not eat pork and we don't eat certain types of seafood. However, my family does. So sometimes I will cook things for them that we're not necessarily eating. Okay. But so basically, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys the filling. All right, you guys. So the filling it's common Asian cooking type of thing. Maybe I should move the laptop out the way. Yeah, so we can actually. Okay, this is not my laptop. My laptop is broke. This is my son's laptop. That I can't seem to figure out how to work, but we're gonna work it out. Okay. Yes, now you guys can see me. But this is the filling that we made. Okay, common Asian vegetables. And just whatever vegetables you have around. Garlic. Okay. Garlic, ginger. Napa cabbage, our regular cabbage. Carrots. Green onion. So you can see I keep vegetables. I keep pre-cut vegetables because when you do Asian cooking, okay, let me tell you what people mess up. You have to pre-cut your vegetables. And that honestly takes the longest amount of time because once you get to frying and stuff, things go really quickly. When you start doing stir fries and noodles, it goes really quickly. So this is a mixture, just a bag of vegetables. I got onions, I got green onions, I got cabbage, carrots, garlic, and ginger. This is typically what I use over and over and over. You can add peppers. You can add other things to it, though. You can add broccoli. I keep those things in the refrigerator at all times so I could just throw something together, okay? So this ends up being chopped up to this, which is the filling. What I added to the filling was soy sauce. I added soy sauce. I use low sodium soy sauce, okay? It tastes just like regular soy sauce to me, but it's low sodium. What else did I add to the filling? I added scrambled eggs instead of meat. I love meat, but I don't eat meat all the time. Yeah, we might eat meat. I might cook meat 2, maybe 3 times a week. And I try to keep it in variety. I don't cook the same things over and over and over again. Let me say hello. I'm just going on and on. Let me say hello to you. Hey, Beachy. So I was debating whether to talk about this. Welcome. Let me see who else. Sorry, y'all. I'm not ignoring you. Hey, BZ. Hey, is that KKK? Hi, KK. It's KK Munch. Okay. Hey, you almost had me scared. Okay. I was like, KKK. We might have to block you, but it's KK Munch. Okay. Who is this person? You can become a mod once I see you in my chat room at least 3 times. That's the rule. And then typically I like to give people who do content, like content creators, typically I give them a mod stick. But because we support each other, we share each other's streams, we come to each other's streams at least once in a blue moon. So I don't too often use my cell phone to go live. Beachy, let me know if you're in there. I want you to know I went back and I watched your live stream during my lunch break. I was shopping. But I went back and I watched your live stream yesterday during my lunch stream. So I guess you were I'm assuming you were on a panel and they were talking about what's her name? Karri Bryant. Karri Bryant is the new wife of the pastor, Bryant. I remember when Giselle was married to him because I used to watch that show, Real Lives of House of Potomac. And he made some guest appearances as Giselle Bryant's ex. and they were trying to rekindle a relationship or something. He did reality TV for, yes, you guys, he did a little bit of, okay, okay. Oh, no, girl, I appreciate you too. I want to talk about the dress a little bit. I was debating, but I'll talk about the dress and then we'll get back to the food. You guys, in a few minutes, I will be going live, okay? Again. And we're going to fry up these stickers, okay? We're going to fry up these pot stickers, okay? We already made them. I already showed you guys how to make the filling. Now we're going to fry them up. I'm going to show you 2 different ways. We're going to boil them, and then we're going to fry them, and then we're also going to do our bao buns, okay? We're going to steam those. So give me a few minutes, and we're going to go live again, honey. But let's talk about the dress. So you are funny too, Beach. You and I didn't know what you were talking, because you guys, I'm busy, so I didn't know. But she was talking about how people were making fun of the shoulder, and I'm like, okay, so showing shoulder is racy now. Okay, so mahogany is going to be real racy, and I'm going to show a little shoulder. Okay, y'all can be like, oh, Mahogany's over there thotting it up. She showing a little shoulder. Okay, y'all know I don't mind being a thought over here. They say I'm a thought anyway, so child, they say I'm a thought. I don't know how. But they say I'm a thought, just be like, oh, shoulder. And I thought you were joking, but I went back. I saw some of DJ Witch Doctor's live. Shout out to everybody on the panel over there. And that's the thing about this. We're all allowed our own opinions, and I respect women, so I respect the opinions of all women. I went back. I wish I had it. Have my laptop because I could show you. I went back and found other pictures of her. There's another picture where she's wearing this dress, and it is so gorgeous and classic. And I'm like, why didn't they talk about that dress? I don't know. The dress is an evening gown, fancy attire type dress. It's form fitting. I didn't really see I don't really understand. Maybe I'm just not getting it. I mean, it's a pretty dress. It's a very classy, pretty dress. It's not, maybe I have to do more research on the dress, but to me, it doesn't seem like it's see-through. It is flesh toned, flesh color, which I think are beautiful. I love those type of dresses. It's very form fitting. I had a lot of detail. The bottom of it flares out like a prom dress. I was thinking, okay, is the dress see-through? Is that the issue? But it doesn't seem to be see-through. It seems to be flesh colored with design. I thought she looked nice in the dress. I gotta say, I don't see the big deal. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't see it. Okay, she's a pastor, and she's a pastor's wife. Is that the issue? But it's a ball. You guys, listen, this is what I think. I think that you dress for the occasion. It's a ball gown because they're going to a black tie event, right? So at those events, people wear sequins, they wear form-fitting things, they wear low-cut things. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm old. I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, she's like, yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing it. I don't know. Maybe I will do a show. I wasn't going to do, because y'all know I don't like to do shows that a lot of other people are reviewing, but Mahoghany was just entitled to her opinion, so I might give it. Yeah, I don't really have too much about it. She looked nice in the dress. I saw some of DJ Witch Doctor, and he played the part where Jamal Bryant said he bought the dress for his wife. So he bought the dress, so he obviously doesn't have a problem with the dress. So if the husband doesn't have a problem with the dress, why would I? Like I said, I would like to see more views of the dress. Could we see the back of the dress? Like, I only saw the front, and from what I saw, it wasn't that bad to me. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not getting. But let me talk about that. Since I already started talking, let's talk about it. Y'all want to see the outfit? Y'all know I like to give a little cam, honey. My kitchen is messy. We already discussed that. I'm gonna clean it up today. This is where you get real live footage, honey. Let me see. It's where you get the real live footage. Okay. Can y'all see the boots? Check the boots, honey. Check the boots. Yes, Mahoghany is still dealing with swollen joint issues, honey, but we working it out. We making it work. Yeah, let's talk about this dress. Let's talk about the dress. talk about the dress, and then let me see what Beaches says, because she did the show about it. So a few people did shows. Apparently, somebody sent me a link to something called was it the Raging Tomato? I think Fatty, I think they did the show. Like, there's been multiple live streams about it. I have not seen everybody's response, so I'm not giving nobody else a response except my own opinion. Let's see. It says people were hating. It says bad. Y'all know I'm blind and need glasses. Bad Bill woman. You're so bad. Now I do want to talk. Hey May. Good morning. It says the church first ladies are supposed to dress with a two-place skirt suit, matching the hat and brooch like Queen Elizabeth. Y'all, May is being funny. Hey V Dub, I saw you come on camera. V Dub, I saw you. I think you still with that same woman, because I think you came on camera before with the lady that you were dating. I caught, okay, morning live. Okay, cool. Good. So yeah, I'm not going to keep this up too long. I'm just trying to explain to y'all what the hell I got going on. And I got serious you know what? Before I end this live stream, I'm going to show you guys my laptop. And y'all going to be like, oh my God, Mahoghany needs a new laptop. Yes. I had to borrow my son's laptop. So it's going to go really quick. That next live, y'all, is going to go really quick. But let's talk about the dress. Like I said, I said what I said about that, but let's talk about people's opinions of the dress. Let's be honest, this is the space we're in. We're in a space where, this is not about anybody personal. I'm just talking, this is my experience I've had with some of the men in the space. We're in a space where typically when African-American women do something, it's a big deal. Now, do y'all remember when Kanye wife went butt naked? I did an upload, okay? Butt naked at an event she was. I don't think anybody talked about it besides me and a few other people in the space. Nobody talked about it. But whenever an African-American woman of stature does something, the whole space, like everybody talks about it. And so I've noticed that through the years. I've noticed that and we should, as Black women, I'm gonna be honest, we should be honored. We should bow and bow our heads and say thank you for making me feel so special, that I've garnered this much attention. But my thing is, let's be fair and let's be equal about it. Same thing. There was I think a Black woman a year or so ago that killed her kids or something. And like right before that, like a month or two before, there were two incidences of women of different races that one of them drowned her children. The other one drove the children off of the, and nobody talked about it. They waited to an African-American woman did such a thing. And so I'm just saying that whenever we do something, we garner a lot of attention, whether it's good or bad. A lot of time, usually when it's bad in this space. So this dress, it's like people are trying to make it a bad thing, but I don't see it that way. I just see some wealthy people, almost celebrity type status, because he was on a reality show. So he is not your average pastor. They're going out to some kind of fancy gala and they want to be seen and they want to be talked about. That's probably why he bought the dress. That's probably, like it does not take a genius to figure this out. But the men, what's his name? Rooster. I've seen Rooster before, like on shows, and he has the same response, let's put these women in check type of thing. These women are out of control, But it's basically a thing where a woman can't win, especially a Black woman. If she dressed it really bad, they would have something to say. She's dressing elegant and classy, but showing a little something, they have something to say. You cannot win. You cannot win in this particular space. I want to make a warning, though, and I will read your comments. Just give me a second. I want to make a warning to the women because I've had it happen to me. Be careful. You can have your opinion, but be careful of having your opinion thinking it's going to appease these men, because it's not going to appease the men. They flip flop 1 minute, like I said, these women are a problem because they're showing too much skin, they're disrespectful to their men, and the next minute, look at them, they're overweight, nobody wants them, they're unattractive. Like, you're not going to be your own authentic self. Do not be that woman that what they'll say is women never check women. It's not that. It's not that. If we're talking about, I'll give you an example. Brother Polite. I know I'm all over the place, but there's a point I'm trying to prove to you. Brother Polite. Brother Polite is in jail right now where he deserved to be for attack, just honestly, sexual assault of his stepdaughter. His semen was found on the dress. All this is quite gross. And I agree that he should be punished and all that stuff. But guess what? What mother lets their 15-year-old go out? I wouldn't give a damn if it was a stepfather. I wouldn't have cared if it was Jesus himself coming out of heaven, coming down talking about, okay, let me take your 15-year-old child to some club at 2 a.m. in the morning. Mahoghany Rootz, 15-year-old child is not going to a club, not with her stepfather, not with Jesus himself, not with, like, it's not going to happen. So I called for some accountability in that situation from the mother. Why did you let this man walk out the door with your 15-year-old child to go to some nightclub at 2 o'clock in the morning? Who does that? That's when women can speak out and call another woman to the table. But about dress, the fact is we're free to make, as grown people, we're free to go to the closet, okay, and pick out a dress. We're free to do that. And then if we have a spouse, I'm certain that this man, he bought the dress. So he probably saw the dress before they went out and he approved the dress. So what are we talking about here? Like, what is happening? What are we talking about? Oh, you Lord, y'all trying to get old Mahoghany Rootz worked up, honey. But let me read some of your comments. I'm gonna start from the bottom. It's with May, and then I'm going to Beach and everybody else. It says, "Oh well, Becky, she needs to capitalize and use the spotlight. Women don't care about modesty these days. Clearly, fit." Yeah, society has changed, but my thing is that let's get back to the fact that the man paid for the dress, and I know that he approved the dress. So if a woman's husband has approved the dress, why would I say anything about it? I don't know. So next one, Beach says she clearly has a clothing brand. Oh, she probably does. So I looked up a little bit after watching DJ Witch Doctor's live. I did look up a little bit about her. She is in ministry herself. She's very well educated. She has a political science degree, like Candace Owens type. She's a smart cookie. And she has a doctorate, PhD. Like, she is not a dumb broad. Okay. Which, once again, I want the men to pay attention. Men who do well in life, their wives are usually highly educated. Men who are highly educated usually want their wives to be highly educated. Okay. That's a smart thing. Let's read on. May says dress brand name First Ladies Club. Let me see. I'm not skipping y'all. I need to be wearing glasses. You are my favorite. Oh, am I? We'll show you, girl, love, and double tap that screen, boo. Okay. Okay. Like, okay. I said, I love when my lady dresses up and encourages it. And yeah, and I encourage it. We'll also buy her a nice, I want to talk about that too. I'm not skipping y'all, but I'm running out of time. We got to cook this food. I was going to say that, like, this is the thing. This is it, and that's all. The man bought the dress. He saw the dress. He approved the dress. That's really all I have to say about it. But as far as the women and women respecting women enough to respect their right to have another difference of opinion about things, we got to do better with that. It's a lot of judgment. This is just the space. This is what the space gives. It gives a lot of judgment. Oh, this person is married. Oh, this person is not married. Oh, this person dresses this way. Oh, this person wears lashes. Oh, this person wears makeup. Oh, this person has a weave. Oh, this person has natural hair. It's a lot of judgment, just like in the health community. There's a lot of judgment for people. Vegans are judging vegetarians harshly, and they damn sure enough judging the people that choose to eat meat. Like, it's a lot of judgment, and I think if you really respect women, you'll respect their right to disagree. You'll respect their right to have their own opinions about things, including how to make a decision and go to a closet and choose an outfit that they think looks nice on them. I'm not worried about people's clothing in that way. Now, okay, Toni Braxton, I love me. Good God, I love me some Toni Braxton. I love her. But there was a clip of her out with her son, like at an airport in a very see-through outfit. To me, that was inappropriate because it did not fit the situation. This situation is different. They are dressed up. They are going to a black and white affair. And there's all types of ball gowns that are being worn. Some emphasize this, some emphasize that, some are puffy, you know. Back in Victorian days, the women wore these puffy dresses to appear that they had a booty. So, you know, nothing is really new under the sun. But yes, my warning to women is just be authentic to yourself. If you agree, if you disagree, and give your explanation why, but with less judgment on others who might disagree. That's all. For instance, I'll give you an example. I'm trying to explain this to you guys, because it's happened to me. I've had men approach me and say, you women never, that's one of the things they love to say is you guys never correct each other. What's there to correct? I am not buying this woman's clothes. I am not, like, how am I supposed to correct her about clothing? Can I correct her about, child abuse and certain things like that? Yes. But what she chooses to grab for out the closet, no, that's not my place. So, you know, can a man correct another man on an outfit that he chooses to wear? Not really. He's a grown ass man. All a man can do is say, you know, I saw DJ Rich Doctor, he shared that Cam Newton clip. You know, I heard the men say, you know, those shorts are kind of short. I wouldn't wear those shorts. But how are you going to correct another grown person on an outfit? Like, we got to be realistic. That's not correction. The only thing you can do is give your opinion about it. Brother, I wouldn't wear that outfit. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I think, I hate that I have to rush, but I kind of do have to rush, you guys. Hey, Hustler Mustn't, good morning. Salute. Media. Oh, Mellow Fellow, good to see you, sweetheart. Judgments are just opinions, and there are good judgments too. And so there are good. Yeah, exactly. And my thing is just people, let me scroll up, guys. I don't want to skip anybody that, especially if they're first time being here. Y'all gotta understand the old lady is, hey, BZ. I want some of those veggies, okay? As long as you're talking about the veggies, honey. Show your love, double tap the screen and hit the like for your girl. Like I said, we need to get on to cooking this food. So is there anything else that anybody else wants to say? Oh, man. She said there is a push for Christians to leave behind values. The goal is for Christians to do whatever they want. No values, no boundaries, no judgments. They are well on their way. I want to talk about that. I'm so glad. Thank you guys for keeping me on track, because that was a thought that I had. Y'all know I grew up in the church. And most people go to church one day a week. I grew up going to church damn near 7 days a week. We went to Sunday school. We went to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon. We went to all types of church. So I grew up in the church, and I understand the dynamics quite well. I grew up in a very, very, what do you call it, conservative church. When I started going, women did not even wear pants. They weren't allowed to. Things have changed over time because they started to lose the people. I grew up in a time where pastors talked about politics. They talked about racial dynamics in the community and all those things. Now pastors are not even allowed. Or if they do, they're considered controversial. So I do know that the dynamics of the church have changed, but some things never change. The Bible is the Bible and it says what it says. However, some people online, their interpretations of the scriptures are not, they're not, you study yourself to be approved, you know? Um, and the thing about interpretation, they can vary. And it doesn't necessarily mean, though, that some people are wrong or right. The word is, the way I was always taught is that it's something inside you. It's carried with you. It's not in a building. The word, if you believe it, is carried inside of you. So I'm saying all that to say is that I have noticed a lot of Christian talk, a lot of biblical talk. I watch a lot of Hebrew Israelite stuff. But I personally, long story short, if you tell me that you don't believe in the Bible and you want to discuss the Bible with me, I'm not going to discuss it with you, because why should I have a discussion with somebody who said out the gate that they don't believe what I believe? There's nothing for us to discuss about it. And it seems like a lot of people that are upset about the church and what's going on in the church. I heard the oldest character say that he don't even go to church, but he was very adamant, very loud, very boisterous about, oh, this is against the church, and she's making it okay to dress like a whore in the church. Let me say this. I work with children, y'all know that, for over 25 years. But I schmooze. I go to parties. I go to things outside of church. Okay, for instance, they just went out last week. A bunch of my coworkers went out last week. They had some beer. Do you think that changes the policy of the dentist office that we work at? Do you think we're going to start showing up to the dentist office drunk? Do you think we're going to start wearing, let's say we wore a nice outfit out to dinner or out at one of these events, Do you think we're going to start doing that out at the dental practice? No. Like there's a place and a time for it. Is his wife dressing? Do they have pictures of her dressing like that, wearing a $10,000 dress at the church? I don't think so. They were dressed appropriately, in my opinion, for what they were doing. They were at a social black tie event. That's just my opinion about it. I'm not going to change my mind about that. If some people felt that it was inappropriate, then that's those people. But, as somebody that's grown up in the church, and I've seen people judge other people, you got to make sure that you're not living in the glass house. You got to make sure that you are correct before if you are going to do that type of thing, you're going to be the person, right, that corrects the other person. You feel that they need to be corrected. You've got to make sure that your porch is swept. That's all I'm saying. And I don't, this is not personal. This is just me talking about the subject. I've been in the church and I've been around sisters that do the gossip. And, oh, did you see her? Did you see her? Oh, did you see that outfit she had on? They don't even come to hear the word of the Most High. They don't come to hear the word of God. They come to gossip. And they themselves are on the face of the pastor, and they themselves are on the face of somebody else's husband. Like, let's keep it real. But they worried about what the sister got on. Are you worried about it? Or maybe you might just be a little bit jello that you can't wear what the sister got on. I'm saying for me, I'm not the type of person that got time to worry about nobody else's business. I got enough problems of my own. If a sister come in there and something that's less than appropriate, I won't be the person to say anything, but I also won't be the person to gossip and whisper, and that's not me. I'm going to do what the Most High told me to do, which is to welcome her into the house of the Lord, right? Welcome her as my sister and guide her through. And maybe after time of us having a conversation and discussing things, if I feel something needs to be said, maybe later on, but I'm not the person to make anybody feel unworthy or like they're out of place. That's not me, because I've been that person. I've been the person. Oh, and it's a very hurtful thing. When I was in the military, one of my roommates, who had a boyfriend. By the way, she had a different boyfriend. She was Puerto Rican, not that that mattered, but she had a different black boyfriend like every 3 months. Had the nerve to say to me, because I've been practicing Hebrew Israelite since for years, had the nerve to say to me, "You don't dress like anyone of," because she was from Brooklyn, New York. "You don't dress like any of them that I've ever seen." And I said, "Well, just like I told you, I think the Most High is judging me on the inside. And he knows my character, and he knows that I'm keeping these laws and statutes and commandments. So I don't think it's all about the way I dress. And I think I dress appropriately, and my husband doesn't have a problem with me. But the point is, she proceeded to try and tear me down. In the meantime, girl, you've had a different boyfriend every 3 months, walking in and out of this room, honey. So just make sure that if you're going to do that, make sure that you're in position to do that. And when you're giving your opinions, let it be your opinions and not because you're trying to appease anybody else, man or woman. But that's a common thing where men will say, "Oh, these women are not checking these women." What's there to check? I cannot check somebody else's wardrobe. What's there to check? I can check behavior if it's bad. But she was dressed for the appropriate occasion. So where was the bad behavior? Was she twerking? Was she popping her ass? Was she throwing that? Was she throw that ass in a circle? What was she doing that was so? She stood there by her husband looking good, like what he wanted her to do. And so I just have, good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Hey, creative. I went ahead. So like I told you, I've always been subscribed, but I think somehow, especially if you don't go live, we get kicked out of each other's algorithm. So I went back and I watched half of one video, and I'm watching the other one now. And I refreshed. So I unsubscribed and resubscribed to make sure I get all your videos. So now we should be good. If you guys are not subscribed to Creative, go ahead and subscribe to Creative Solutions, honey. As a matter of fact, May the Alchemist, all of them are fairly new to doing content. So make sure you guys show them support, okay? Let me see. Mellow Man. Comedian Eddie Griffin. I've seen him in person, by the way. Comedian Eddie Griffin said the same thing that you just said. He said about the church is a building. It is a building. You carry that word in your heart. And a lot of people, the Most High calls the sinner to the church. So there's a lot of sinful people in the church. Don't go to church thinking you're going to expect perfection. No, the church needs the sin calls for the sinners to go. So expect that there are going to be sinners there. All right. I don't really have too much. If you guys want to see. So, Sweet Pea, we're going to finish these up. I'm about to end this live. I'm going to try and figure out how to work my son's laptop. And we're going to fry these up, and we're going to boil some. I'm going to show you guys the soup, the dipping sauce. I already showed y'all this is what's actually in them. I also scrambled some eggs, and I added some soy sauce and some other seasonings to the filling. Okay, and you also pre-stir fry these really just for a couple of minutes till they wilt, and then you stuff them inside the dough that we made. Okay, so we'll do that after the live. I will eventually go back and put in the description. I will put the ingredients that we use in the description. You guys, let me show you how messed up my laptop is. And we're going to get to the point where Mahoghany is going to do what everybody else doing. Mahoghany is going to come out here and ask for donations, honey, because I really need some. I know I get up here and floss like I got to know I need a new laptop, honey. And I got a son in college, honey. So let me show y'all how messed up my laptop is, though. All right, I'm back. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so y'all look at this. Look at this. Look at this look at this mess. Look. Look at this mess, y'all. Look at it. Donate to the Mahoghany Rootz Fund. New laptop, honey. No, I'm not. First of all, shout out to all y'all that have supported me through the years. I am going to get my shit. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to stop all this cussing. I'm going to stop fighting with these Negroes on here. I'm going to stop playing all the music. You have no idea how much I wanted to play some music. Okay. That's the first thing I do in the morning. Okay. Get the old lady going. But I'm going to stop all that so I can keep my live streams up. Okay. Because a lot of the shenanigans I be pulling, honey, I can't keep this live stream. I can't keep it up. Okay. I keep them up for a little while, but then I have to, let it go, honey. And I'm going to stop. If I have to, I will stop staying out of areas where people try to trigger me. Because I got people that follow me around and try and trigger me so I can get distracted off the content. I've been here long enough. I know the games that these people play. They don't want to see y'all. If y'all new to YouTube, they don't want to see y'all grow. And sometimes you think it'd be women, but a lot of times it's men. They don't want to see you grow. Okay? If you notice, and this is a sad thing, but this is the space we're in. If you notice, most of the people that get support, like financial support, they're men. There is very little women getting the same financial support that the men do. So we need to really pull it together, ladies. I always tell y'all, pull it together. Stop competing. What you competing for? These people online, what you competing for? Stop competing. Do your content. Do your own thing. Connect with the people you can connect with. Be honest to yourself. Be true to yourself. Stand on what you got to say. And other women too. Let women live. Be respectful enough of each other to allow a sister to have a difference of opinion than yourself. Allow that. Contact the sister. Say, you know what? I disagree with you on this. Let's do a live stream together. Don't just strike up a live stream, because I've been there and done that. I'm not even talking about nobody, because I don't even know what y'all be doing. I'm telling you, I'm talking from Mahoghany Rootz. I've been there and done that. I've had people strike up a live stream, calling me all kinds of names, and I'm thinking, what the hell did I do to this person? No, reach out to that person and say, hey, sister, I disagree with you. Let's do a show together. Okay. I think that's it, y'all. I'm tired. So give me probably in 10 minutes. We are going to go live. We're going to finish these damn dumplings, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Let me see. Amen to that. Agree to disagree. Yeah, you have to. I've said that for a long time on here. You've got to agree to disagree. I've talked about that. There's this I call it the queen bee syndrome on YouTube. There's a queen bee syndrome going on, and that there is no such thing. There is not such thing. In case some of you women in case your mom didn't talk to you about this, men like different flavors. They like different sizes. You understand what I mean? It's like men like different flavors. So you could, even if you could never be the queen bee. They're going to be over there enjoying May. They're going to be over there enjoying Creative Solutions. They're going to be enjoying Beach. They're going to be enjoying LA Project. They're going to be enjoying Femi. They're going to be enjoying, they're going to be up in the women clouds enjoying what they want to enjoy. There's no chance of you being the queen bee. And I'm at the point, I'm not going to argue with no woman up here. I'm just not. I'm 46. I've been on here since I was 33 years old. And even when I came out, I wasn't trying to compete with no other woman. I already had a man. First of all, I already had a self-made family up here. So it was like, I don't understand what you heifers want with me. What you heifers want, you know what I'm saying? Like DMX version. Okay. Like what you want from a Negro. Okay. So yeah. 2026, y'all, new year. Let's do better. Okay. I'm coming back live in about 10, 15 minutes. Let me see what Mellow Mushroom says. He says, allow. No one needs after people's permission. We're entitled to our own. Yeah, exactly. We're all entitled. Okay. See you guys in 15 minutes. Come watch me fry this food down, honey. Because I'm running late. I got to be out this house in a couple hours. 15 minutes. We'll be back. We unlock. Why are you frustrated? Why are you frustrated, We Unlock? What's the problem? You're doing really good over there. Doing your political content. I don't understand why you're frustrated. You can always do your panels and we'll come over there. I see you in 15 minutes and I'll tell you. Okay. Well, I wasn't gonna drop the link. I might drop the link at the end because I really, if y'all haven't noticed, once I get to talking, the food go out the window. So let's do the food first, and then at the very end, I'll drop the link. Okay. Whew. All right. Bye, sweethearts. Y'all have a great morning. See you in 15 minutes. Ooh. And I just also want to emphasize that this is not a response to anybody. This is just my opinion and the things I've been through in the damn 12 years I've been up here. These are things that I've experienced. See you guys in 15 minutes.